The federal chairwoman of the Democratic Alliance DA, Hellen Zille, has said unequivocally that her party would not back a vote of no confidence in President Cyril Ramaphosa. Before we continue, please kindly hit on the subscribe button. Zille disclosed the DA's position on the subject in an exclusive interview with the Clement Manuthila show, stressing their dedication to making choices based on facts and upholding their agreement with the African National Congress ANC. We'll only back the impeachment process if the evidence warrants it, Zille said. I don't think we're in a position to begin impeaching a president we just voted for, though, given that we signed the statement of intent. The DA's arrangement with the ANC directly led to their decision to not support a vote of no confidence against Ramaphosa, which is a calculated move in the political environment. The statement follows the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, preparation of a resolution to remove President Ramaphosa from office, which was based on the controversial Phala Phala case. Floyd Shivambu of the EFF made the motion, which has generated a lot of discussion, at the National Assembly's first meeting of the 7th Parliament. Shivambu sent a letter urging the start of the impeachment process against the president, emphasizing the seriousness and urgency of the matter. In addition, we have given you the actual copies of the letters, so you may focus on this right now, Shivambu said, emphasizing the need of taking prompt action. In compliance with National Assembly Rule 119, the EFF recommended in a letter the creation of a complete impeachment committee, based on the conclusions of an independent panel looking into the Phala Phala case. The panel came to the conclusion that there is a solid basis for impeachment. Even though the National Assembly discussed the findings before and decided not to create an impeachment committee, the EFF contends that new events have changed the situation. The President Ramaphosa's failed attempt to have the report set aside and the Constitutional Court's subsequent denial of his motion are cited by them. The EFF maintains that the report is very important and that Parliament must take it further by setting up an impeachment committee. They argue that there is nothing stopping Parliament from bringing the process back, and they call for action to be done. The impeachment discussion around President Ramaphosa adds another level of complication to the political landscape in South Africa. The nation watches with expectation to see how the proceedings play out as the DA and the EFF adopt divergent positions on the subject. With Parliament about to make a crucial decision that might affect President Ramaphosa's leadership, the motion's survival is in jeopardy. The public closely monitors the activities of both main parties as the political environment changes. The DA is playing the official opposition role strategically, as shown by their uncompromising adherence to the agreement with the ANC and their unshakable dedication to evidence-based decision-making. In the meanwhile, the EFF's resolve to pursue impeachment demonstrates their steadfast commitment to accountability and their conviction over the importance of the Phala Phala report. Once more, President Cyril Ramaphosa's reelection affirms his position as South Africa's leader. Several of his vanquished opponents, however, have sharply criticized his new coalition administration. The African National Congress, ANC, led by Mr. Ramaphosa, was compelled to create coalitions with other groups after losing the majority in the most recent elections. The African National Congress, ANC, worked out an agreement with the Democratic Alliance, DA, and a few other minor parties to form a government of national unity. Although they congratulated Mr. Ramaphosa, several party leaders expressed disapproval of his term as president and cast doubt on his partnership with the DA. The Economic Freedom Fighters leader and failed presidential candidate, Julius Malema, sent out a strong warning to the ANC and DA, threatening to punish them harshly for their marriage of convenience. He accused them of consolidating white monopoly power over the economy of South Africa. Leader of the National Colored Congress Fadil Adams harshly criticized Mr. Ramaphosa for his failure to support the colored minority in the Cape Flats area. I begged you 5 years ago in Mitchell's Plain to put an end to those people's misery by doing the right thing. Mr. Adams said, even though you shook my hand, you never kept your promise. You brought up the 9 lost years under Zuma, he said angrily. You should also submit the last 5 years of your records. The ANC having, in Mr. Adams' words, climbed into bed with the right-wing fringe, the DA.